welcome to Caterham Unchained. It's been a busy week here at the factory. Mike Gascoigne and Brian Thompson launched Caterham Challenge, a Class 40 offshore racing campaign that will use the combined forces of MGI, Caterham Technology and Innovation and Caterham Composites to revolutionise the sport of ocean racing. Mike told me more.
Caterham Challenge is basically us moving into offshore sailing, running a Class 40 boat in offshore international races, but also about applying Formula One technology and the technology we have in the Caterham Group and bringing that into the sailing world. Offshore sailing is a high-tech business but has high failure rates, and there's obviously safety and reliability issues in the technology, and that's something in Formula One and at Caterham Composites we've spent a huge amount of time being at the forefront of, and we want to bring that where it's applicable into offshore sailing to bring a winning performance in a competitive event, which is what the Caterham Group is all about.
Hello, good evening.
Giedo van der Garde was in the seaside town of Brighton this week, not out on the pier, but joined our premium partners GE for their 2013 Digital Energy Summit. During a question and answer session, Giedo explained how he prepares for an F1 weekend.
We start on Friday with the first free practice with 1.5 hours. Unfortunately, we only have one set of tires, so you can do around 20-25 laps. You can try the car a bit. Then of course we have free practice 2, where you have 2 sets, where you first start your performance run with the second set. You can see where the car is, and of course you can get familiarized with the track. Then on Saturday we have another free practice 3, and there it's more or less about performance, how you set up the car for the race and qualifying. But yeah, in qualifying there's only 2 sets of tires, which you can do 1 lap with. It's out, push, and that's it. And that lap you have to put everything right. And for me the first one was not very good, but the second one everything was perfect. I think a very good and a great performance.
Caterham F1 Team reserve driver Heikki Kovalainen called into the factory. I caught up with him after his simulator session.
Well, first of all, it's always really good to come back to the factory and see the guys that you don't see at the races. You know, this is really important. You know, we've got 300 plus people involved in our team, so you know, spend some time with everybody. There's a lot of guys who are designing the car. You know, they want the direct feedback from the driver. So actually, I can contribute quite a lot to those kind of guys. And of course, the other thing is that we have a simulator now up and running. So we're working quite a lot with the simulator to improve it and to actually get it to a point where we can get a lot more out of it. So it's still early stages, but I think it's quite crucial to spend some time on the simulator, you know, to be able to take some performance to the track in the future. And of course, then some key meetings, you know, meeting Mark Smith, meeting John Eiley, you know, of course the aerodynamics, you know, they are what the driver is always interested. So you know, I had a chat with John and I was asking him how much downforce we're going to have in the next upgrade, and you know, when are we going to get more and more downforce, and you know, I always push the aerodynamics guys, you know, to the maximum, so that this is what, as a driver, what you want to have. And yeah, it's really good to see the guys. You know, the team is flat out as always, and of course for us now, you know, we really want to move to the midfield, so everyone's pushing.
Follow us for a look at what's been happening behind the scenes throughout the year at Caterham F1. And remember, to keep up to date with all the latest action, hit the like button, drop your comments in the box below and subscribe.